Zhen is a PhD student in spring. His research focused on vehicle VIPV, and the reliability of VIPV, and in particular, optimizing PV energy generation, mapping the efficiency and performance to PV applications in the transformers. Thanks, Zhen.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. My topic is how VIPV affects the battery life. So, as we all know, the electric vehicles is getting more and more popular these days. Not only are they environmentally friendly, but also, can extend the driving range and reduce the charging frequency. But the one major concern is the battery capacity and the size. Means the single driving range. A longer driving range requires a large size battery, which means that the overall cost will be increased. So the PV devices on the car, on the roof, maybe is a possible solution to extend the driving range and reduce the charging frequency. So when the PV meet EV can call PV or VIPV, we call it the bridge voltage. Just like everyone uses a mobile phone, the mobile phone battery gradually decays over time with the using. The same thing happens on the EV battery. So all EV cells in our trailer come with the warranty that covers by a certain driving range or a specific number of years to ensure the battery capacity still retains and the 70% of the original capacity, and the 12K to, if the battery have to be replaced, the cost range is from 12K to 50K or $200. It's still quite expensive. So this is why today we're talking about the battery, like the battery. Yeah. To understand how VIPV affects the battery health and the longevity, please give you the pure EV example first. Tesla Model S. If the battery always cycles between 0 to 100, or that the full depth of the discharge, full DOD, so battery only can provide 92,000 kilometers driving range. If you shift the DOD to between 50% to 100%, the driving range could reach up to 585,000 kilometers. Is about 6 times more. Not just the DOD matter, but also SOC, state of charge, significantly impacts the battery's degradation and the life. From this battery degradation data, we can see if the battery cycles on the low level from 0% and showing the dark line, the reach minimum the degradation. Meanwhile, if the battery cycles on the high level SOC from 100 to 8%, so and shown on the red line, the degradation is much worse. And so from these two examples, we already know the battery charging and discharging profile inside the battery life and degradation, and which also depends on the car usage pattern. Factors like living locations, the daily driving range, car speed, car use purpose, charging frequency, or even the driving habit. For the VIPV factors like the solar power potential and the weather conditions, all these relevant factors will affect the car use pattern directly, turning to affect the battery life and performance. Here I give you one simplified EV and VIPV usage profiles to understand how this change affects the battery's life, and show on this the blue line represents the VIPV, and the blue line I'm showing the queuing rate. With the PV devices and arm generate the extra power from the solar. So VIPV the charging frequency from every 2 days extends to every 4 days, and the result, the battery life get a year extended comparing with the EV one. So so this is an example of the way VIPV offer the advantage for the battery to last. But VIPV does not always benefit the battery life. In this case, the VIPV battery always cycles on a high level of SOC and show on the blue line between 90% to 100%, which is the ideal case. The solar generation on the VIPV doesn't meet the car consumption. So there is no need charging by grid. It's quite convenient. Meanwhile, the EV still need to be recharged every 7 days. But the result is totally different with the progressive one. So VIPV battery's life is 2.5 years shorter compared with the EVs. So, it's hard to test the real EV or VIPV battery within such many years or decade. So we conduct our investigation by the simulation and the modeling. We use the PEBAB. PEBAB is an open source battery modeling tool which allows us to simulate the battery activities with the battery aging mechanisms. The simulation not only can identify the capacity loss, but also can provide the detail of each various factor contributes on the battery degradation. The real battery activities for the EV whatever VIPV is far more complex. So we also consider the real operational scenario impact factors for our modeling. The one example, like a car is parked under the sun directly in the summer. The car interior temperature could reach up to 70 degrees or even higher, 80 degrees in some regions. So operating the batteries in such high temperatures can accelerate the battery aging. Additionally, the solar power generation for VIPV is not always consistent. It also depends on the weather conditions and the regions as well. In some high latitude area and countries, the blue color area, the PV power potential is limited for the VIPV applications. And the actual low temperature in this area, particularly in the winter, pose a significant challenge for the battery's life. But currently, we are working on that, incorporating this globally weather data into our simulation and performance and simulation and modeling to see how the battery's performance and how it affects the battery life. I think now you have an overview of our work on how VIPV affects the battery's life. VIPV with its own features, with the solar power and the arm on board, provide extra energy from the storage and directly change the car using patterns, turning into effective batteries performance life. Through the simulation and the modeling, we can understand how this change contributes on the battery degradations, either improving or worsening the battery life. Our future work, we also need to validate our simulation results. Hopefully, by understanding this VIPV impact the batteries, we also can provide some advice or guidance on the VIPV that I manufacture. Thank you.